Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. We have an app by the name CareersCloud which you can go and download through Play Store. Once you have downloaded the application, you will be able to easily log in using your Gmail ID. Once you have logged in, you will be redirected to this page where you will be getting this UI, and there will be option for home, all courses, my courses and doubt section. On this application, you will be getting multiple PDFs, multiple content on daily basis that will be enhancing your learning. Our first segment is daily current affairs. We make sure to provide you current affairs on daily basis in both English as well as in Hindi content. The PDFs for the same are uploaded on our application, and apart from this, we also make sure to provide you with quizzes that will help you to revise the content after you have gone through the PDF. Next comes our weekly content. The content is also provided in both English as well as in Hindi, and here we also make sure to provide you quiz also of that past week's current affairs that will be enhancing your learning, as it is a compilation of the important topics, important MCQ questions for the last week. Similar for the monthly, the PDFs are very important. They provide you insights of various topics, as well as we also make sure to provide you the quiz of monthly questions that are very important for learning. Next, we also provide you with important PIB articles on daily basis so that you can go through these articles and have an insight about that particular topic. Not just this, we also make sure to provide you important events that are happening globally and make sure to give you the right analysis. One of the most important segment of our application is that we make sure to provide you with the correct exam analysis. When you are having exam, we make sure to provide you with previous year questions so that the student can go through the exam pattern and the syllabus and can prepare the exam accordingly based on the pattern. After the exam, we also make sure to provide you with the exam analysis. Then for the students who are preparing for state exams, they will be also beneficial here, as we will make sure to provide with state-wise current affairs for them. Apart from this, we also make sure to cover the topic-wise current affairs such as your national affairs, government schemes, international affairs, banking and finance, economy and businesses, as these are the topics from which the examiner definitely asks the question, and these are covered on the monthly basis. So friends, do check our application. It will be a one-stop solution for learning. Apart from this, friends, CareersCloud is hiring. We are looking for candidates for subject matter experts in quants, reasoning and English, and also we are looking for a content creator for current affairs topic on daily basis, weekly basis and monthly basis. There is also an opening for a person who can translate the English content into Hindi. If you want to apply, you can scan the code here for further details, or you can go to the description and click the link below. These positions are available both in full-time and freelance for serious candidates. Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for the second week of the March month. Session will be quite interesting and important, so do take notes. They will be very beneficial for your learning. Let's start. First is, which of the following organizations along with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have recently pledged nearly $600 million? So $600 million has been pledged towards eliminating cervical cancer. Right? Question asked here is, which organization has, along with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, has contributed this $600 million? Which is it? It is both 1 and 2. That is World Bank and UNICEF. Both of these organizations, along with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, have recently contributed this amount, right, for cervical cancer. Next, which country's central bank has recently signed an MOU with RBI to promote the use of local currencies of both the countries? So RBI of India and Central RBI of India and Bank of Indonesia. These two organizations have recently signed a memorandum of understanding, correct, and it is to promote the use of local currencies. As the use of local currencies between these two countries increase, there will be a as trade also will increase, right? There is a direct relationship between trade and the use of local currencies, right? As the trade will flourish between these two countries, the cross-border transaction between INR, that is Indian rupees, and IDR, that is the currency of Indonesia, that will increase, that is Indonesian rupiah. Next, who has been recently named for the Picture Architecture Prize 2024? So Raiken Yamamoto, right? Raiken Yamamoto of Japan has been recently named as the winner of the Pritzker Prize 2024. Right? Pritzker Prize, this award is given in the field of architecture. Pritzker Prize, and he became 53rd laureate to receive the Pritzker Prize and ninth Japanese to be awarded with this prize. This prize also includes 100,000 US dollar as the prize money, as well as a bronze medallion will be awarded. Next, when was UN International Women's Day 2024 observed across the globe with the theme of Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress? So, when do we observe UN International Women's Day? It is observed on 8th of March globally, right? And the theme here that you need to remember for UN International Women's Day is Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. Next, who authored the book that is the Global Trade Paradigm, Rethinking International Business in the Post-Pandemic World? So, Arun Kumar. Right? Arun Kumar has authored this book that is the Global Trade Paradigm, Rethinking International Businesses in the Post-Pandemic World. Next, in 2024, Vadodara Municipal Corporation, that is a civic body of Gujarat, has raised how much amount by issuing Asia's first certified green municipal bond for sustainable water infrastructure? So, which is that? How much amount is that? It is 100 crore rupees. Right? That is VMC, Vadodara Municipal Corporation. This is in the state of Gujarat. Vadodara is in Gujarat. This is the civic body of Gujarat. They have raised 100 crore rupees by issuing Asia's first certified green municipal bonds, and this will be used for sustainable water infrastructure. Right? And as it is a bond, they will be giving a fixed interest rate. It is for 7.9% annually. Next, which state government has recently launched India's first government-owned OTT platform, C-Space? C-Space, right? C-Space, this is the first government-owned OTT. OTT stands for over-the-top platform. Other OTTs are like your Netflix, Amazon Prime, right? HBO, correct? GTV. These are some of your OTT platforms. And recently, Kerala state, they have launched their government-owned OTT platform, C-Space, right? And this space, C-Space, this OTT, it is managed by Kerala State Film Development Corporation. Next, which country's Coast Guard along with Indian Coast Guard recently concluded the Sea Defenders 2024, the comprehensive maritime security exercise at Port Blair, Andaman and Nicobar Island? It is United States of America, right? So it is Indian Coast Guard and United States Coast Guard. They together conducted this exercise, Sea Defenders, right? Sea Defenders 24. Next question is the location where this exercise was held is Port Blair. And this is important question. These type of question about locations are definitely being asked in your exam. Next, which country has recently joined the NATO as the 32nd member? So recently it is Sweden that became the 32nd member of NATO. And we know North Atlantic Treaty Organization, this NATO, it is a combination of various countries and it is a security alliance. Attack on any one of the 32 countries here will be considered an attack on all of those countries. Next, how many winners have recently won the first National Creators Award presented by PM Modi of India, PM Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi? So a total of 23 creators won the first National Creators Award that was presented. What is the location where this was presented? At Bharat Mandapam. Bharat Mandapam is in New Delhi. And these awards are basically to aim the aim of this award is basically to honor the creators and the change and the impact they have on our nation. Next, which company has recently announced the unveiling of its artificial intelligence product, Thea, which is a video AI developer platform? So this Thea, this was launched by which organization? It is Infibeam Avenues Limited, right? Infibeam Avenues Limited. And what is this Thea? Thea is a video AI developer platform. Thea here empowers the organization to harness the power of artificial intelligence, and this provide detailed video analysis, right? And this will provide various video analysis, and where this can be used is such as your sports, right? It provides sports analysis, media optimization, traffic management, right, and so on. Next, which state government has recently launched India's first widow remarriage initiative scheme? So, India's first widow remarriage initiative scheme. This was launched by which state government? It is Jharkhand that has launched this India's first widow remarriage incentive scheme. Correct. Under this, women who choose to get married again after the death of their husbands, they will be given an incentive or an amount of rupees 2 lakh rupees by the government. Correct. And remember, the beneficiary should here be of a marriageable age, and he and she should not be a government employee or a pensioner or an income tax payer. Then only they will be getting this 2 lakh rupees. Next, which institute has recently signed an MOA, that is Memorandum of Agreement, with Central Water Commission under the Ministry of Jal Shakti to establish an international center of excellence for dams? So, which is that institute that recently signed a Memorandum of Agreement with Central Water Commission, and it is to establish International Center of Excellence for Dams? It is IISc Bangalore, right? This Center of Excellence for Dam will be basically talking about that how can we save water, what are the new ways, how can we increase this dam security, dam power, or like how we can make that dams are more secure, right? Next, Cabinet Committee on Security, they have approved a fund worth how much amount for an indigenous 5th generation advanced medium combat aircraft fighter jet project for the Indian Air Force. So CCS, they approved the fund worth 15,000 crore rupees, right? And it is for the 5th generation of advanced medium combat aircraft fighter jet, and it will be for the Indian Air Force, right? And this AMCA project aims to develop 5 prototypes of AMCA over the next 5 years, right? That is before 2030. And the first prototype of this AMCA is expected to be rolled out in 2026. Now friends, recently your SBI clerk main exam was held. We have collected some stats over it, and let me show you why I say that AffairsCloud is one of the best top solution for current affairs. For the first shift and second shift, there were 46 and 43 questions collected respectively for 25th of Feb. Here we will be seeing that 41 questions and 38 questions respectively were covered by us in our course that we provide you. 27 and 23 questions respectively were covered in the applications quiz that I ask you to do on daily basis in your mobile application. Then 22 and 19 questions were from the pocket PDF that is provided to you in our course, and 17 and 17 questions respectively were from the monthly exam PDF that we do, and also from the video of monthly and weekly that we are doing on YouTube channel. So that is the reason I say that we are the one-stop solution for general awareness and current affairs that helps you in your preparation. For the in-depth questions that are deeply asked, 19 questions and 24 questions were respectively covered for in-depth questions, and number of in-depth covers were 15 and 21 respectively. Then the total covered in our applications were 9 and 10. So that is the reason I asked you that you should definitely take our course, because they will be very beneficial in your preparation. On daily basis, we provide you daily scoop PDF, daily current affair quiz, daily current affair and question answers quiz, right? Apart from this PDF, we also teach you on YouTube channel that is very beneficial in your learning for revision perspective also. Similarly, for weekly, top 60 quiz, CA content in PDF, and weekly overall question and answer PDF is also provided to you. And similarly for monthly also, top 100 question and answer PDF is provided to you in our mobile application. Monthly current affairs pocket PDF, monthly current affairs study PDF exam PDF, and various banking and economy related questions PDF is also provided on monthly basis on our application. And for that you have to look at our course that we just mentioned. If we look at some of the month-wise stats, like on monthly basis, what are the questions that were asked, and we have covered those questions. So the total number of questions were 38 and 35 respectively for 25th of Feb for shift 1 and shift 2. And here we can see that for Feb month of 24, 2 questions and 4 questions were asked. From the Jan month, 16 and 18 questions respectively were asked. From December, 5 and 2 questions were asked. And for September to November, we saw that 8 and 5 questions were asked respectively. And from Jan to August 2023, that is for the last year, we saw 7 and 6 questions were covered. And let me tell you friends, all these questions were covered by us either on our mobile application or on our YouTube channel, where we provide you a detailed analysis of all the questions, all the content that is happening all around the world. Not just this, if we focus on static banking and GK stats, the total question asked were 8 and 8 respectively for first and second shift. Static banking question asked were 5 and 7. Static banking question answers that were covered by us were 5 and 6 respectively. Just a question short for the second shift, but we'll make sure to cover that in next time. Static GK question asked were 3 and 1 respectively, and static GK questions for the first shift were covered all, but for the second shift a question was left, but I make sure to cover that question also the next time, and so that there is nothing left when you are attempting your exam. I make sure that all my students who study and who watch my videos, who are taking these courses, who are studying from these PDFs, should not leave a stone unturned, and they should attempt all the questions that are being asked in your exam. Name the union minister who has recently launched Niti Aayog's Niti for States platform. So this Niti for States platform, this was launched by Ashwini Vaishnav, who is our Union Minister of Communication, right? And this Niti for States, right? This is of Niti Aayog, correct? Now, what is this Niti for States, right? This will serve as a digital public infrastructure platform for making various policies plus good governance, right? With the help of this Niti for States, right, what are the ways that we can increase the output in a state, right? What are the requirements for a particular state? So a detailed analysis will be provided on this platform that will help make the policy makers, right, to use this data, to use this analysis to provide better policies and good governance. Next, in which IIM, that is Indian Institute of Management, Union Minister of Education, Dharmendra Pradhan has recently inaugurated iHub Foundation. So this iHub Foundation was inaugurated at IIM Sambalpur. This IIM Sambalpur, where it is located? It is located in the state of Odisha, right? And this is the iHub Foundation, correct? This was launched during the 100 Cube Startup Conclave that was held at IIM Sambalpur in Odisha on 1st of March. Correct? And remember, under this MOU between IIM Sambalpur to launch this IF Foundation, IG Drones will launch the first ever drone center of excellence, right? They will launch the, or before this, remember, IIM Sambalpur, they signed an MOU with IG Drones, right, with IG Drones, and with them only they will be launching the first ever center of excellence on drones, or you have to center of excellence of drones, correct? And this center of excellence will be located where? At Sambalpur, IIM Sambalpur. Now this question can also be asked that recently IIM Sambalpur, they signed a MOU with IG Drones to set up the first ever center of excellence for drones, and where this will be located? It will be at the campus of IIM Sambalpur in Odisha. Next, India and European Free Trade Association signed a trade and economic partnership agreement committing an investment of how many US dollar over the next 15 years. So, India and the EFTA, that is European Free Trade Association, they have signed a economic partnership agreement, trade and economic partnership agreement, and this is worth $100 billion, right? This amount of money will be invested in the next over 15 years so that the trade relations between the India and European nations can increase and flourish, right? This agreement between these two, right, this will create almost 1 million job opportunities in India itself. Next, Ministry of Home Affairs notified the Citizen Amendment Rule 2024 under the Citizen Amendment Act of 2019. The rules to fast-track the citizenship process for the non-Muslims immigrants such as Hindus, Sikhs, Jain, Buddhist, Parsi and Christians from Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan who had entered India before 31st of December 2014, they will be granted citizenship. I repeat, all those non-Muslims who entered India before 31st of December 2024, they will be provided with Indian citizenship, right? And they will be provided here job employment also, correct? So this is your Citizen Amendment Act. Next, SEBI, they introduced the amendments to Real Estate Investment Trust, that is REITs Regulation 2014, named SEBI REIT Amendment Regulation 2024. The initial offering for an SM REIT requires a minimum subscription amount of dash amount per investor. See, what is a REIT? Real Estate Investment Trust. This basically means you can buy a small portion of a big real estate, right? Such as, for example, a flat. You don't have to own the whole flat. You can be a fractional owner of that particular property and you will be getting return as per your ownership, right? So recently, the initial offering for an SM REIT requires a minimum subscription amount of how much? Of 10 lakh rupees per investor, right? Take a note of this. And earlier it was 25 lakh, but now it has been reduced to 10 lakh. Next, which country or organization has recently recognized with the Measles and Rubella Champion Award by Measles and Rubella Partnership? It is India's Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, right? They have been recently recognized with the Measles and Rubella Champion Award by Measles and Rubella Partnership, and the aim here is to eliminate rubella and measles from India. Next, India successfully conducted the first flight test of an indigenously developed Agni-5 ballistic missile with multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles technology under DAS mission. So, India and Agni-5. Agni-5 is the ballistic missile of which country? Of India. And India only tech and this Agni-5, this is equipped with MIRV technology. What is MIRV? Multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle, right? And remember, this was recently tested under which mission? It was tested under mission Divyastra, right? Under mission Divyastra. And this flight test was conducted as a part of India's mission, that is mission Divyastra. And what is mission Divyastra? This is India's nuclear capable missile named mission Divyastra, right? Nuclear weapon capable missile test, right? And this was a flight test under mission Divyastra, that this Agni-5, this missile can carry nuclear weapons. Correct? And remember, with this particular launch of this MIRV technology, India has entered into a group of nations who only selected nations globally have this MIRV capability. Next, which company has recently appointed as an official fuel partner for FIM, that is Federation International de Motorcyclism Asia Road Racing Championship for a period of 3 years. So which is that company? It is Indian Oil Corporation Limited, IOCL, right? They have been appointed as the official fuel partner for FIM ARCC for a period of next 3 years. Correct? Next is, according to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, data released in March 2024, the financial assistance for the tea sector under the Tea Development and Promotion Scheme has been increased by 82% to rupees 582.97 crore rupees for 24-25 and 25-26. That means the financial assistance for the tea sector has been increased by how much percent? By 82%. That means the tea growers will be benefiting here, and that this will increase the coverage of small tea growers from 1,000 to more than 30,000 in the next 2 years. Next, Department of Pharmaceuticals announced the revamped Pharmaceuticals Technology Upgradation Assistance Scheme to enhance the technological capabilities of the pharma industry. Eligibility for the PTUAS has been expanded beyond MSMEs to include pharmaceutical manufacturing units with a turnover of less than dash amount that requires technology and quality upgradation. So, question asked here is that eligibility for this PTUAS, RPTUS, that is Revamped Pharmaceutical Technology Upgradation Assistance Scheme, has been expanded beyond MSMEs to include the pharmaceutical manufacturing with a turnover of less than 500 crore rupees. Right? Next, name the Union Minister who has recently inaugurated a credit assistance program for SIDBI for Jan Aushadhi Kendras. So Mansukh Mandviya, our Union Minister of Chemical and Fertilizers, has recently inaugurated a credit assistance scheme. This credit assistance scheme means financially help will be provided to these Jan Aushadhi Kendras. Right? Take a note of this. Apart from this, he also presided over the exchange of MOU between SIDBI and Pharmaceuticals and Medical Devices Bureau of India to help them the working loan and the working capital that are required for these Jan Aushadhi Kendras. Next, Ministry of Defense, they signed a contract with Big Bang Boom Solution. With Big Bang Boom Solutions Private Limited. Correct? This contract was worth how much amount? This contract was worth 200 crore rupees. Right? And it was Ministry of Defense that has signed this contract. They signed this contract with Big Bang Boom Solutions Private Limited. Correct? And why was this contract signed? This was signed for anti-drone systems. For anti-drone systems. These anti-drone systems will help to take down the hostile drones or the drones that are not of India and here in the territory of different country of different countries drone that are in India, or we can say enemy drones, right? And these anti-drone system, they will be provided to Indian Army and Indian Air Force, and the contract is what, 200 crore rupees. Next, Panama became the dash member of the International Solar Alliance. If we talk about International Solar Alliance, launched in 2015, initiative started by India and France. Headquarter is in Gurugram, Haryana, right? And director here will be Ajay Mathur. And Panama, it became the 97th country to join International Solar Alliance, and the aim of this International Solar Alliance is to provide energy in those countries that are developing countries and there is no other sources of energy that can be provided, or no sources of electricity available to them. So with the help of these solar panels, they in those developing countries, solar energy with, or we can say electricity, will be provided. Next, according to RBI's annual report of Ombudsman scheme that is released in March, basically what are ombudsmans? These, when you are facing any difficulties, right, when you have any complaint, you report those complaints to these ombudsmans, right? They are RBI ombudsman, correct? So question asked here is that RBI's annual report of ombudsman scheme, that is they help you resolve the problems that you are facing for financially, correct? Question asked here is that for these, the number of complaints received by the offices of RBI Ombudsman and centralized receipt and processing culture increased by how much percent? It increased by 68.24% in fiscal year 24. Next, or we can say number of complaints received here was 7,03,554. Next is name the bank that has recently launched India's first contactless payment wearable. It is IndusInd Bank. Right, IndusInd Bank has recently launched India's first contactless payment wearable. This contactless payment wearable, that is known as Indus Pay Wear, right? And this is tokenizable wearable that is both available for debit as well as credit card, and exclusively it is on MasterCard. This will provide flexibility, convenience and security to the users and help them pay easily. Next, SIDBI, they received the Green Climates Fund approval for the first anchored project, that is the Avana Sustainability Fund, that is valued at how much amount? So this Avana Sustainability Fund, this is valued at $120 million, and this is the first fund or first project that got the Green Climate Fund's approval, correct? And it is of SIDBI, right? Take a note of this, correct? Next is who has recently sworn in as the 14th President of Islamic Republic of Pakistan for the second time. Who he will be? So Asif Ali Zardari has been appointed as the President, 14th President of Pakistan for the second term. And Shehbaz Sharif has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Pakistan for the second term. Next, which of the following Indian badminton players have recently won men's double title at the finals of Yonex French Open 2024 held in Paris, France? So, who are they? Satvik Sairaj Ranikreddy and Shrikant Kidambi. These are the players. No, not these. Not Shrikant Kidambi, but Chirag Sethi, right? So, Satvik Sairaj Ranikreddy and Chirag Sethi. This is the double player that has recently won the men's double title at the Yonex French Open that was held in Paris, right? And this was the 94th edition of French Open. As the French Open, so location is French, this was held. Now in this, who won the men's single title? It was won by Shi Yu Qi of China. Women's single title was won by An Si Young of South Korea. Moving on, who has recently won the F1 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2024? So F1 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2024 was won by Max Verstappen, right? Max Verstappen. And who was on the second position? Sergio Perez. And on third position was Charles Leclerc. Next, Dash became the first Indian fintech company to receive PTSP certification from Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority to operate as a payment processor in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So Dash became the first Indian fintech company. Which is it? What is the name of that fintech company? It is Infibeam Avenues, right? It became the first Indian fintech company to receive this PTSP certification from Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority to operate as a payment processor in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Next, in March, Orinopro Solutions, it secured a 100 crore rupees contract from which bank for iCash Pro Plus, a transaction banking platform. It is SBI, State Bank of India, right? So Orino Pro Solutions, they secured 100 crore rupees contract from SBI for iCash Pro Plus, that is a transaction banking platform, right? Take a note of this. Then this integration will enable the use and exchange of information with the enterprise resource planning solutions, fintechs, open banking platforms that empower SBI to meet and evolve their customer expectations and also to provide better services to their customers. Next, according to the Department of Economic Affairs, the 1-year term deposit scheme has remained unchanged with the interest rate of dash for the first quarter of 24-25. So according to Department of Economic Affairs, the 1-year term deposit scheme has remained unchanged with the interest rate of 6.9% for the first quarter of 24-25. Next, which is the small finance bank that has recently merged with the Garagpreneurs Internet Private Limited by the approval of the CCI, Competition Commission of India. Which is that small finance bank? It is Northeast Small Finance Bank. This small finance bank has emerged with merged with the GIPL, that is Garagpreneurs Internet Private Limited, by the approval of CCI. Moving on, a high-level committee on One Nation, One Election will be headed by whom? It will be headed by Ramnath Kovind, former President of India, and he presented high-level committee, presented the report to the President Draupadi Murmu ma'am, recommending simultaneous polls for all the 3 tiers of the governance. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Pradhan Mantri Samajik Utthan Evam Rozgar Adharit Jan Kalyan, that is PM Suraj national portal to the disadvantaged community by Dash Ministry. So what is this PM Suraj? PM Suraj, what it is basically, right? Why we are discussing this PM Suraj? Remember, first of all, this PM Suraj, this was launched by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, right? This portal was launched during a nationwide outreach program for giving credit support to the disadvantaged community in New Delhi, right? And here, credit assistance will be provided to more than 1 lakh entrepreneurs from socially disadvantaged sections so that they can grow their businesses, right? I repeat, under this PM Suraj national portal, that is Pradhan Mantri Samajik Utthan Evam Rozgar Adharit Jan Kalyan Yojana, under this 1 lakh entrepreneurs will be provided with the credit assistance to the, and these entrepreneurs, they will be from the socially disadvantaged section so that they can grow their business. Apart from this, Ayushman health cards and personal protective equipment, that are your PPP kits that were used during lockdown, were distributed by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment to sewer and septic tank workers, that are the Safai Karamcharis, under Namaste scheme. This question can also be asked, what is this Namaste scheme? Namaste is basically to provide the PPE kits and Ayushman health cards to the septic tank workers. Next, which company or organization has recently signed a tripartite MOU with ONDC, that is Open Network for Digital Commerce, to proliferate affordable and accessible digital services across India? That means in order to provide affordable and digital services across India, which of these organizations signed a tripartite MOU with ONDC? It is Universal Service Obligation Fund and Prasar Bharati. These two organizations together partnered with ONDC in order to provide digital services, affordable digital services to the nation, to India, right? Next is the Ministry of Home Affairs officially designated dash of every year as Hyderabad Liberation Day. So when do we observe Hyderabad Liberation Day? So on 17th of September we will be observing Hyderabad Liberation Day, right? Hyderabad state was liberated into Indian Union in 1948. Next, Union Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia has inaugurated Just Udo Aviation Private Limited Fly 91, a regional airline, and flagged off its maiden flight, that is between Goa and Lakshadweep. Goa is from Manohar International Airport and at Agati Islands in Lakshadweep. So we are talking about Fly 91. This is a regional airline that will be working from Goa's Manohar International Airport to Agati Islands in Lakshadweep, right? And this will be focusing basically tier 2 and tier 3 towns across India, right? Enhance connectivity from tier 2 and tier 3 tier 2 and tier 3 towns in India. So right option 4. Next, L&T Finance Holding Limited signed a loan agreement with JICA, that is Japan International Cooperation Agency, for how much amount to improve the financial access in India's lagging states. So L&T Finance, they signed a loan agreement with JICA, that is Japan International Cooperation Agency. It is for $125 million, right? And it is to improve the financial access to India's lagging states. The project was arranged by Asian Development Bank, who co-financed this funding amount. And the lagging states here include the 10 states of India with poverty rates above 10%. And these states include Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, Tripura, UP and West Bengal. Next, which institute has recently signed a multi-year MOU with National Payment Corporation of India to conduct joint research on blockchain and artificial intelligence technology? So which is that institute? It is IISc Bangalore, right? IISc Bangalore has recently signed a multi-year MOU with NPCI to conduct joint research on blockchain and AI technology, right? We know that AI in advance right now, and even Devin, this is a AI software developer that was launched recently, and it is expected that this Devin is capable of developing software from just the prompts from starting to end, and there is a high chance that this Devin in future will be the cause of multiple job losses in the software industry. Next, who has recently won the Miss World 2024 title at the 71st Miss World pageant? So, Kristina Sizova of Czech Republic. She has won the Miss World 2024 title at the 71st Miss World pageant. This Miss World pageant, where is the location? Where was this held? At Geo World Convention Center. This is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Right? Next, one more thing here. During this only, Reliance chairperson Neeta Ambani was honored with Beauty with a Purpose Humanitarian Award. I repeat, with Beauty with a Purpose Humanitarian Award. Right? Next, IREDA celebrated their Dash Foundation Day on 11th of March 2024. So IREDA celebrated their 38th Foundation Day on 11th of March. Next, which organization or institute along with Indian Council of Agriculture Research has recently published the surveillance data of INFAAR for 2019 to 22? It is Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the second week of the March month. Now let's move to some revision current affairs. They will be very beneficial for your learning. PM Modi inaugurated multiple development projects and programs worth 17,000 crore rupees in Madhya Pradesh. Right? 17,000 crore rupees. This was via video conferencing. That means it was through a virtual method, and during which he laid the foundation stone and dedicated multiple projects worth 17,000 crore rupees across Madhya Pradesh. These projects will include power, coal projects, road related projects, rail sector projects, water supply projects, right, and various other industry related projects. Then apart from this, he launched a cyber tehsil project. He launched a cyber tehsil project in Madhya Pradesh, and he also unveiled Vikram Aditya Vedic clock. Vikram Aditya Vedic clock. And where is this Vikram Aditya Vedic clock? It is in Ujjain. Right, so remember these two, Cyber Tehsil project in Madhya Pradesh and Vikram Aditya Vedic clock, it will be in Ujjain. If we talk about Madhya Pradesh, what is the capital of Madhya Pradesh? Bhopal. Who is the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh? Mohan Yadav. Who is the Governor of Madhya Pradesh? Mangubhai C. Patel. Moving on. Next is India's first green hydrogen plant in stainless steel sector was inaugurated in which state? So remember, India's first green hydrogen plant in stainless steel sector was inaugurated in which state? It was inaugurated in Haryana. Right, we are talking about green hydrogen. Why this is important? Because there is no release of carbon into the atmosphere while burning. Water vapors are released on the, or is the water vapor is the final product on burning green hydrogen. Then coming back to this, will be this first green hydrogen plant will be where? In Hisar, Haryana, correct? And this hydrogen plant has been set up by GSL in association with Hygenco Green Energies Private Limited. So these are the two companies along which, or these are the two organizations which have set up this first green hydrogen plant in the stainless steel sector in Haryana. And GSL is your Jindal Stainless Steel. Jindal Stainless Steel Limited, that is in Hisar, Haryana. Correct? Take a note of this. Then apart from this, Haryana, if we talk about it, International Solar Alliance is the headquarter here of, or Gurugram, Haryana is the headquarter of International Solar Alliance. Project director here is Ajay Mathur. This was started in 2015 between India and France, and Malta became the latest country that has joined International Solar Alliance. Next is MOSPI, that is your Minister or Union Minister or your Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. They have signed a memorandum of understanding with which organization to facilitate urban frame survey and digital mode. Urban frame survey in digital mode. If we talk about this urban frame survey, first of all, what is this? This urban frame survey, this is conducted once in every 5 years, right? And it is to basically talk about the frame of compact urban geographical units, right? And this helps to define the clear cut boundaries here, right? This UFS will provide a map, and in that map are drawn using the boundaries like of blocks, wards, towns on satellite pictures, right? So every 5 years this survey is done so that accurate data on the maps can be represented. So remember, it is Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation that signed an MOU with which organization? So they signed an MOU with ISRO's arm, that is NRSC. NRSC stands for National Remote Sensing Center, right? And this comes under ISRO only, and they signed this MOU in order to facilitate urban frame survey in digital mode. And this survey is conducted once every 5 years, and it is to give accurate data about the boundaries, about the blocks, of units, of towns, so that satellite data can be projected. Next, the first edition of Blue Talks meeting held in New Delhi was co-partnered by whom? So the first edition of Blue Talks meeting held in New Delhi was co-partnered by, it was co-partnered by, see, first of all, remember, this was the first edition of Blue Talks, right? This meeting was held in New Delhi, and the meeting was hosted by Ministry of Earth Science and was co-chaired by Embassy of France and Embassy of Costa Rica. So all of these together hosted this first edition of Blue Talks, right? Take a note of this. Then the matter of, or we can say the theme of this meeting was ocean health and governance. It was ocean health and governance, correct? More than 50 participants took part in this particular. Next is farmers enrollment in Fasal Bima scheme increased by how much? So in fiscal year 24, the farmers enrollment in Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana increased by 27%, right? And so far around 56.8 crore farmers have enrolled under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, and more than 23.22 crore farmers have received the claims for the same, right? So take a note of this. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, if we talk about it, this is a central sector scheme launched by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. It was launched in 2016, and this is the world's third largest insurance scheme in terms of the premiums, right? Which bank partnered with Ease My Trip to launch co-branded travel credit card? So it is Punjab National Bank and Ease My Trip, right? These are the two organization, bank, correct? So they have partnered together to launch a co-branded travel credit card that will be named as PNB EMT credit card. Correct. This is a co-branded travel credit card that will be very beneficial for travel. Correct. And this card is available for an annual membership fee of 2000 rupees and can be globally accessed across 100 countries. If we talk about PNB, Atul Kumar Goyal is the chairman, is the managing director and CEO. Headquarters is in New Delhi. 1894 this was established. If we talk about Ease My Trip, Nishant Pitti is the co-founder and CEO, and it was founded in 2008 and headquarters is in New Delhi. Next, which bank offers light saving account with lifetime zero balance future? Not future, feature. Right? So which is that bank? It is Bank of Baroda. They have launched a lifetime zero balance saving account that will be called Bob Light Saving Account, and this account will offer a lifetime free Rupee Platinum credit card or debit card for the customers who maintain a nominal quarterly average balance. Right here, the quarterly average balance will be for 300 rupees or 3000 rupees for metro or urban areas, 2000 rupees for semi-urban areas, and 1000 rupees for rural branches. Then if we talk about Bank of Baroda, who is the managing director and chief executive officer here? Devadatt Chand. Headquarter of Bank of Baroda is in Gujarat and it was established in 1908. If we talk about RBL Bank, then remember RBL Bank MD and CEO is R. Subramaniam Kumar. Headquarter is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. One thing you need to remember about RBL card is that RBL card has offered Go saving account with zero balance feature, right? FDI inflows declined to what amount in April to December 2023? So remember the FDI inflows. FDI is your, what is FDI? Foreign direct investment, right? So the amount of money that was invested by foreign individuals in India has declined to what amount? So it declined to $32 billion, and this India saw a drop of 13% in FDI from April to December month. Right? Take a note of this. And this was basically lower investment in sectors such as computer hardware, software, telecom, auto parts, pharma as per the government data. Then if we talk about the countries from which we are seeing a decline in the FDI inflows such as Singapore, US, UK, UAE, and we have seen that the FDI amount that used to come from these countries have declined. Next, amount from this, the question cannot be asked, can also be asked in such a way that which is the state that is the state that has received the highest FDI inflow for the same period for April to December 2023. So that is Maharashtra state that received the highest inflow of FDI. Where was the event for the world's biggest textile event held? This biggest textile event is known as Bharat Tex, right? And we have discussed many times that Bharat Tex 24 was inaugurated by whom? It was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now the question asked is about the location, that where was this event, that is the world's biggest textile event Bharat Tex held. So it was held at Bharat Mandapam. Where is Bharat Mandapam? Bharat Mandapam is at Pragati Maidan, that is in New Delhi. Correct? This is first venue. Second venue, remember, Yasho Bhumi, right? Yasho Bhumi. So these are the two venues that you need to remember, but the first and important one is Bharat Mandapam and second is Yasho Bhumi. These are the two India's largest exhibition center where the event for this Bharat Tex took place. Then this Bharat Tex, what is this? As the name suggests, text, it is a textile event, right? In order to grow India's textile sector, in order to bring more development in the textile sector, to set up more industries, to set up more manufacturing plants, to come up with new technologies that will be helping the textile sector to grow, this event was held. Then this Bharat Tex was inspired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 5F vision. This 5F is farm to fiber to factory to fashion to foreign, right? Let me show you. Farm to fiber to factory to fashion to foreign, and this is based on, this is 5F vision of Prime Minister. Next is Indian writer Amitav Ghosh awarded the Netherlands Erasmus Prize. Erasmus Prize for 2024. It was awarded to whom? It was awarded to Indian writer Amitav Ghosh, as you can see him in the picture, and this is the award given by Netherlands. Right? And mark this, he was honored for this contribution to the theme of Erasmus Prize, that is imagining the unthinkable. Correct? This theme refers to the expression of the unprecedented global crisis of climate change in the written words. If we talk about Amitav Ghosh was born in 1956. He is from Kolkata, West Bengal, and he is famous for connecting the past with the present in relevant ways in his novels. He received Padma Shri, or he was honored with Padma Shri in 2007. Then he was awarded with Sahitya Academy Award in 1990. Correct? And he won Man Booker Prize in 2008 for his novel Sea of Poppies. Next. Next is appointments and resignations. Alok Rungta appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Future Generali India Life Insurance. I repeat, Mumbai, Maharashtra based Alok Rungta. Mumbai, Maharashtra based company Future Generali India Life Insurance Company has appointed Alok Rungta as the Managing Director and CEO with effect from 1st of April. And Alok Rungta will take charge from Bruce De Broys, or Alok Rungta will replace whom? Alok Rungta will be replacing Bruce De Broys. Right? Next is books and authors. Recently, Sri Lanka's ex-president Gotabaya Rajapaksa authored the book that is The Conspiracy to Oust Me from the Presidency. I repeat, The Conspiracy to Oust Me from the Presidency. Correct? He is the former president of Sri Lanka, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, and has authored this book that speaks about the political downfall to a conspiracy involving the foreign and local parties. And Gotabaya Rajapaksa served as the 7th executive president of Sri Lanka from 2019 to 2022. Correct? And this book is available in English as well as Sinhalese language, that is the language of Sri Lanka. Next, important days. International Women's Day observed on 8th of March globally. And this day is to celebrate the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of the women. The day aims to celebrate the women's equality here and their achievements and their individual rights. Correct? And there is a theme for this that you need to remember, that is invest in women acceleration progress. I repeat, this is the theme, invest in women acceleration progress. This is the theme for the International Women's Day. And there is a campaign also for International Women's Day, theme for which is inspire inclusion. Inspire inclusion. So International Women's Day observed on 8th of March. Next is state news. Remember, UP's Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has launched My Yuva program. What is this My Yuva program? That's MYUVA. So this is Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyami Vikas Abhiyan. I repeat, Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyami Vikas Abhiyan. This program is to empower young entrepreneurs in Uttar Pradesh and to promote the culture of innovation and enterprise. So we can say basically in order to start the startup ecosystem here, right? I repeat, so this My Yuva program is what? Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyami Vikas Abhiyan, and it is to empower young entrepreneurs in the state of Uttar Pradesh to promote a culture of innovation and enterprise. This My Yuva program is designed to empower educated and skilled youths across UP to facilitate self-employment opportunities and foster establishment of new MSMEs. Right? The goal here is to directly benefit 10 lakh units over the next 10 years by financing 1 lakh units every year. Right? And if we talk about this, in this program, interest-free loans of up to 5 lakh rupees will be provided in the industry and service sector. And the support to this program, UP government will be providing 1000 crore rupees in the budget for financial year 25. Then the funding will be provided here by rural banks, SIDBI and financial institutions that will be notified by RBI. So this is My Yuva, that is Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyami Vikas Abhiyan, launched by Uttar Pradesh. If the name of person asks, Yogi Adityanath, who is the Chief Minister of UP. First is, what is DADR that has been increased for the central government employees? DA and DR. DA is your dearness allowance and DR is your dearness relief. This is given to basically pensioners, and DA is for dearness allowance for the coming one. So if we talk about DA, remember that it has been increased by 4% recently, and now currently the DA for the central government employees is 50%. Right? Next is, India's first underwater metro is located where? Important question, friends. Where is India's first underwater metro located? So India's first underwater metro is in Kolkata. Kolkata, West Bengal. If it is asked, it is an underwater metro, then it is under which river? So it is under Hooghly River, right? And it spans over 16.6 kilometer in length. And where is it? It is in Kolkata, West Bengal. India's first underwater metro. Next is, which force holds the largest share of women personnel among CPF? What is CPF? CPF stands for Central Paramilitary Forces, right? So which force holds the largest share of women personnel among the central paramilitary forces in India? It is Railway Protection Force, RPF. Railway Protection Force, that was established in 1957, that was established under the Ministry of Railways, right? And they have the largest share of women personnels among the central paramilitary forces in India. And RPF, they holds about 9% of the women share among the central paramilitary forces in India. Correct? Then there are multiple operations launched by Railway Protection Force. We can go through them, such as your Meri Saheli initiative, Operation Maitri Shakti, Operation Ahad, that was against the human trafficking, right? And Operation Nanne Fariste, Operation Dignity. These are some of the 4 operations launched by Railway Protection Force. Japan Manga, the creator of Akira Toriyama, right? Very famous, remember, the creator, or in simple terms, the creator of Dragon Ball series, one of the most influential and best selling manga, recently passed away. And even in my childhood, I used to watch Dragon Ball, and he, right, very close to me, Akira Toriyama, right? This series was very close to me also, and I used to watch daily these series of this manga, that is Dragon Ball. Next is important days. International Day of Women Judges, observed on 10th of March, and it is to raise awareness about the gender equality within the legal profession. And 10th of March, it marks the 3rd edition of International Day of Women Judges. And here, International Day of Women Judges is being observed with the campaign Women in Justice, Women for Justice. This is the theme for the campaign that you remember for International Day of Women Judges. Next is 55th Raising Day of Central Industrial Security Force, that is CISF. 55th Raising Day of CISF, observed on 10th of March, and it is to honor the contributions and sacrifices of the CISF personnel in providing security to the public sector undertaking and critical infrastructure. 10th of March, it marks the observance of the 55th CISF Raising. Next is Ministry of Rural Development partnered with which organization to empower self-help groups under Lakpati Didi Yojana? So it is Ease My Trip. Ease My Trip and Ministry of Rural Development, they have partnered to organize or to basically help self-help groups that comes under Lakpati Didi Yojana. As the name suggests, Lakpati Didi Yojana. Under this scheme, the aim here is to help women achieve 1 lakh rupees of income annually, right? 1 lakh rupees of income annually. This is the main aim for the Lakpati Didi scheme. And here Ministry of Rural Development and Ease My Trip, they will be coming together and helping the self-help groups and the women in those self-help groups to achieve the target of earning 1 lakh rupees per year. Next is, who launched credit assistance program for Jan Aushadhi Kendras? So Mansukh Mandviya, our Union Minister Mansukh Mandviya for Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers has launched this assistance program for Jan Aushadhi Kendras, correct? And they have inaugurated this credit assistance program. This is for SIDBI, correct, for Jan Aushadhi Kendras, and the event for this was held at New Delhi. What is the aim of this credit assistance schemes, right? For Jan Aushadhi Kendras to grow, right, to flourish, they need some investment, right? So they will be requiring some amount of money so that they can grow. For this credit assistance will be provided by. Next is important days. World Rotaract Day. World Rotaract Day is observed on 13th of March, and World Rotaract Week, it is observed from 11th to 17th of March. I repeat, World Rotaract Day, it is to recognize and acknowledge the services provided by Rotaractors, that is a member of the Rotaract Club across the world. And this day offers opportunity to raise awareness about the work that Rotaract clubs are doing around the world. And this year it was the 56th anniversary observed on 13th of March for the Rotaract Club, right, or Rotaract Day. And it was 11th to 17th of March that we observe World Rotaract Week. Next, state news. Karnataka's and World Economic Forum, they have agreed to set up a Center for Excellence Intelligence in state. I repeat, Center for Artificial Intelligence will be set up where in Karnataka, and for which Karnataka has signed up, or where Karnataka has signed a letter of intent, LOI, with whom? World Economic Forum. So there the Center of Artificial Intelligence will be in Karnataka. Question can be asked in this way, that Karnataka state partnered with which organization to set up a Center of Excellence or Center of Artificial Intelligence in Karnataka? So it is World Economic Forum, right? World Economic Forum. And this will be first of its kind in India, and this will facilitate industry academia networks, technology trends, and various research on artificial intelligence. Next here you can see in the picture, he is the new Chief Minister of Haryana. Nayaab Singh Saini, sworn in as the 11th Chief Minister of Haryana. Correct? Take a note of this. He replaced whom? He replaced Manohar Lal Khattar. Correct? Take a note of this. So Nayaab Singh Saini, sworn in as the 11th Chief Minister of Haryana. He replaced whom? He replaced Manohar Lal Khattar. Right? That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.